forces are under attack.
Should you become a nuisance, I'll kill you myself.
Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Talk About Loading coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Polypoid, it's going to be Killer and Bisu coming at you, ZVP from the highest levels from RJB. Bottom left, it's going to be Killer. Top left, it's going to be Bisu. So, PvZ. I just watched a PvZ featuring Mini and Sulky from ASL 17, a best of 5. It was an interesting best of 5. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I just want to say that a couple of the losses in that best of 5 were basically because the losing player did not scout and see what the other player was doing and did not prepare adequately for what the other player was doing. So, scout, you guys. Man. Very, very weird. Anyway, Overlord coming up the left side. Good scouting there from Terry. On the other side of it, you do want to scout out, see what the Zerg player is up to as a Protoss, but I don't know. It's a 4-player map. Bisu guessed wrong. For safety's sake, I think he's just going to throw up a Forge and call it good. Killer on a 4-player map. He doesn't know if this is a proxy gate. He doesn't know if this is a 2-gate opening either. Like, 2-gate can be really strong if you go for a hatch first. So part of that is this Overlord kind of scouting around a bit, trying to see what's going on. Yeah, man. So at this point, Probe's like, I don't have time. I don't have time to wait. So we're just going to throw down a Forge. Yep, call it super duper safe. Because if this is an early pool and all I have is a gate, that could go really poorly for me. But nope, Killer is hatch first and ka-chow. And yep, getting away with it too. The Forge can do nothing to punish this unless you cannon rush. Unless you're Bisu and you're like, well, I've got a Forge and I've got a probe down here. I could throw up a pylon. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Is that out of vision? That is totally in vision. He knows. It's like, well, better provoke a response. Oh, he walls in with 2 pylons. He just puts, what? 3 pylons up? Are you crazy? He's going to cancel one of them and try to get a cannon down. I imagine. This is the weirdest. What the heck, Bisu? Oh, got a drone kit. Yep, canceled one, threw up a cannon. Oh my gosh. Remember when I was like, you can punish this hatch first with a cannon rush? Dude, this is insane. Oh my gosh, he's throwing up a pile of... Sure. I'm not even sure what this pylon does necessarily for Bisu, but man, if you missed my cheese compilation that I posted last month, it was awesome. It was pretty mini heavy. He's done a lot of cheesing recently, and there was a lot of this going on this map in particular, too. Oh, he just gave up. He gave up. Oh my god, cancel it. Cancel it. Cancel it. No! Or try to throw up a creep colony in range of a cannon. That dude, Killer, what are you doing, man? Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, reposition. Nice, but this cannon's going to be in range to hit that... Here come the Lings. What do they got going for them? Well, they can probably burn down this cannon before it comes up if they go now. And they are. So yeah, that cannon's going to die. Lings are so good against cannons if they can get a surround on them. Which, it's actually hard to do if there's a cannon that is walled in by a literal wall and then 2 pylons. He's killing his own pylon. He's like, bring it, Zerglings. I'll kill as many of you as I can before I die. For ire. That was great. So Killer's in a bad way, right? Killer's not happy about this. He lost some drones. He lost a bunch of mining time. He had to make Lings he didn't want to make. He wanted to make a million drones here. Bisu's got a second base coming up behind this. Note that it's late because he went for that cannon rush. Note that his gas is not here yet either. So that's important. Gateway warping in. And Killer says third base. Killer says third base when I have 300 minerals, Falcon. Put your pants back on. There we go. I am wearing pants, although it's starting to get warmer here, dude. I mean, we're in the middle of April. It's time to get warm in the northern hemisphere. At least, you know, where I am, latitudinally. Latitudinally? Longitudinally? Latitudinally. I don't think that's a word, but I like it. Yeah, coming to the point where I'm going to start casting in, like, shorts and a t-shirt because it's going to get toasty. Toasty in this here office with this computer running StarCraft. And anyway, good times. Stargate. Hey, surprise! It's a Stargate. Not too much of a surprise, although you don't have to go Stargate. You can go Robo. You can go Robo. You can get Reavers out. You can drop the heck out of the Zerg player and hope they didn't make a bunch of Mutalisks. And it's actually not going to be a Spire here. From Killer, he's going Hydra Den. So I do like Hydra Den as an answer to Corsair opening. It's nice. Although Tastosis did say it really just kind of means you're turtling if you make Hydras against a mass Corsair opening. Like, yeah, you can defend your stuff, but moving out is kind of hard because if you move out with the Hydras, the Corsairs swoop in and wipe out your Overlords. Which is, I mean, it's always a concern, even if you went Spire, I suppose. But, yeah. I'm just going to say static defense. Static defense is good. There's already a Sunken here. This was made to deal with the Cannon Burst, though, so I'm not sure it actually counts. I mean, it does count. It counts. A couple of Zealots moving out here from Bisu, just trying to poke and prod, and Bisu says, I've won many a PvZ in my time, just sending a couple Zealots at a time to a Zerg, and then they roll over and die after the 10th set of Zealots shows up. Yeah, look at this, man. These two Zealots are just putting the fear of Bisu into Killer so hard. He's bringing his Lings, his Hydras over. The Zealots are like, bah, you lost mining time because we wandered over to that hatchery. We're going to set ourselves up on this ramp. You're going to miss attacks because we're on the high ground. But also, yeah, Ling Hydra, insanely good against Zealots. Like, ridiculously insanely good against Zealots. Lings alone against Zealots, not particularly great until they get Adrenal. Hydras alone against Zealots, really mostly bad. But if you combine their forces, non-Adrenal Lings with Hydras against Zealots, it works. It works pretty well. Citadel of Adun on the way. Zealot legs probably going to come in. Hydras. There you go. Killer says, Tastosis is wrong, Falcon. You don't have to sit on your butt. Keep all your Hydras at home. I mean, it might mean one of your Overlords dies, but this is nice. This pressure is nice. Although we've given up on it. We have no range upgrade yet. But look at him positioning. He's waiting. There it is. Range finishes. And Gateway gonna die. I don't... Man, maybe move out here with slow Zealots, but... Okay. I'm just trying to make sure... Yeah, no. Nope. Fruitless. Fruitless endeavor to keep that Gateway alive when it is not meant to be alive. Macro Hatch from Killer. Macro Hatch. Evolution Chamber at the natural base. Lair now coming in at about 750. And Zealot. Hey, guess where there's no static defense? At the third base. Oh, Corsair gets another kill. 2 kills on that guy. He's almost dead, though. Yeah, Zealot, no. Zealots with +1 will 2-shot those Lings. Ka-pa-pa. But he didn't have it yet. It's finished now. So these Zealots have +1. I don't know, man. These are speed lots with +1 attack. I don't think you Hydras want any of this smoke. You just get out of here. You bring some Lurkers with you. Bring Lings with you. That'd be fine. Although, again, Lings are getting 2-shot by these Zealots. So, maybe not. Another Overlord gonna die. This is the one Corsair that was produced today. 1. And he's got 3 kills. He's killed 3 Overlords by himself. We have not invested in a lot of Corsairs. Oh my gosh, it's Sunken at the 3rd. Okay, great. There's SimCity, there's Sunken, there's Lings, there's Hydras, and Killer is properly prepared for this kind of attack. Excellent. That is very, very good to see. Because it's really disheartening when a player just doesn't adequately prepare for a pretty standard thing in Brood War, and they die to it, and you're like, but what? How? Oh my gosh. This Corsair is a war hero. This Corsair is getting free drinks for the rest of his life, man. Storm is on the way. Oh, sneaky 4th base up this right side. This is hidden. This is Ninja-ing for Killer. I like it. I like it a lot. So, yeah. Speed lots in Storm murders Hydra. Murders Hydra Lurker. Spire coming up here too from Killer, but Corsair scouts it. Corsair's like, you don't have any Scourge because you don't have a Spire, so. Oh, free High Templar snipe is free though. Ooh. Ooh, that hurt me. That hurts so much. All right, we're just gonna jump on this? Okay, cool. Bisu's like, we're just gonna jump on this. One Sunken is not enough to save you, and actually it sort of is, because the Zealots fall back. You're like, well, we'll kill stuff that's outside these walls. Man, that's a lot of Zealots, though. I mean, drones are being pulled into service here at the third base, but they, you know, they get the job done, and these guys evac. Killer is doing what he needs to do to stay alive here, and looking pretty svelte and awesome doing it. I like this. Killer's doing okay. Bisu's doing all the things that you should do. Keep pressure on the Zerg player, get +1 speed lots, get Storm, but losing those 2 High Templar was critical to this mid-game going well for Killer, or whatever. The High Templar meant a lot to Bisu, and they're gone now. So he's got Dragoons, he's got Zealots. Does he really not have any HT? No High Templar on the field at all. Bisu, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? And these Lurkers are just like, you don't have any detection yet, do you? No, but there's an option just about finishing. So this contain is very short-lived. Yeah, get them. Get those Hydras. Get them. Get those sneaky, sneaky boys. Yeah, it's just Hydra. The speed lots are like, if we can get surface area on you, we're going to do just fine. Thank you. Yeah, Hydra down, Hydra down, Hydra down. See, this is fantastic. No sign of a queen's nest, no sign of a hive. Killer's trying to do the thing that Falcon has never been a huge fan of ever. Hydra Lurker into oblivion. And you might end up going into oblivion here, Killer, if you don't tech up, man. There's too much. There's Dragoons out. Hey, look, it's a High Templar. We did it. We did it, everyone. There's a High Templar. He has enough energy for Storm, too. Oh, is that? Look at this. Spreading the creep and also probably going to sunken those up, too. Scourge not really being microed. Okay, Scourge are dead, but I think they sniped the obs. Are there any Lurkers here, though? That's the question. High Templar coming down and perform their duty of getting a really nice Storm down and then turning into an Archon while you're at it. Yeah, this is a good hold. Killer's got this shut down. That Sunken not dying is a big deal. This, man, Sunkens. They just hit so hard. Both Zealots and Dragoons hate fighting Sunkens. So the fact that some Zerg players are like, meh, Sunkens are lame. I have to sacrifice a whole drone for that. And yes, you do. But my goodness, they're good. It's weird we have to say something like that in 2024. But some players just haven't gotten the memo, you know? Ooh, we're into Mutalisks now. Killer decided that Mutas are going to be the thing to try to snipe these High Templar, and you know what? We've seen that work, but it's not just Lurker Hydra, right? So I'm ranting about Lurker Hydra, but Lurker Hydra Muta tech switch is definitely better. Definitely interesting. Once you snipe the High Templar out of a gateway army like this, your Ling Hydra gets infinitely better. Like a million times better. This drone says, I'm just trying to get a 4th base, Mr. Protoss, man. Bisu's like, ha, you're not allowed to have a 4th base. And Killer says, I have one over here. I've had one for a while. Oh, crap, it's getting scouted, though. Bisu's like, hang on a second. How does he have so much stuff if he's only on 3 bases? And ta-da! Oh, there's no Sunkens here yet. Oh, good timing, though. Dang, Killer, what the heck, man? Your timing on these Sunkens has been great. Okay, so, but just Sunkens? Not as good. Drones just evac. They're like, ah, crap. Probably needed some Lurkers with these Sunkens, or maybe some Hydras with these Sunkens, but just Sunkens were not going to do it. Did every drone that tried to evac die? Nope. Okay, 2 of them are still alive. Ninja base dies. Killer says, got some value out of it, though. And he's getting a new 4th base down here at the 6 o'clock, while Bisu's got a 4th base coming up at the 12 o'clock on the other side. Muta. Oh, there's Muta harass going on while that was happening. I'm going many kills do you guys have? I guess is the question here. 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, so maybe like 4 probes died in there. It's fine. They've got the probes to evac out of there, which counts for something. We've restarted Corsair production to deal with this Muta threat. Man, I feel like the Mutas could have saved this base, but he decided instead to go across the map, which I'm kind of okay with. Let's check if Killer has a Queen's Nest yet. No? Nope. Nope. Still nope. Guess who has tier 3 and has had tier 3 for a while? Bisu has. Just weird, right? Like, neither. Nice snipe on the High Templar, though. Okay, 3 HT go down. That was sick. That was super sick. Harassing the probes here at the third base, too, is really good. But yeah, it's just weird. Zerg is the only race in StarCraft that's like, oh, we just stick on tier 2 forever and we can win. And it's like, what? That's basically, I don't know. That's basically like Terran saying we can just go Marine Medic for 20 minutes and win with no science vessels, no dropships, no nothing. We never see that. And for Protoss to be like, we can just go Zealots and Dragoons and win without any High Templar or Archons or Reavers, and they can't. They know that. They tech up. They get there, and Zerg players are so reluctant sometimes to do it. And I guess it's just because their tier 2 mass is more viable than the other races, but... But is it? Is it really, though? Yeah, it probably is. But still, I don't like it. I don't like it, which is why the fact there's a hive on the way is nice. DT on the way from Bisu. Bisu is up 180 to 137 supply, and he's like, I'm pretty much maxed out. Next round of units, I'll get there. Let's get on out here before Dark Swarm and Plague start hitting us. But, nope. Hydra, Lurker, Muta run by at the fourth base of Bisu. They get up into the base. They can hold the top of the ramp for a little bit of time anyway. Oh, gosh. The Mutas are like, we're willing to die to take down these cannons, friends. Lurkers at the top of the ramp. Zealots getting up there. They're, oh, the egg. The egg. It is going to buy some time. Where is your Storm? DT. Yes. DT is going to do it, but that Nexus is dead. Ah, Killer. Killer wipes out the fourth base of Bisu, getting a fifth base of his own in the bottom right here. Bisu says, I gotta get something done, and runs right into some resistance, which he storms out of the way because it's Hydras, Lurkers, and Lings, as we've been previously mentioning. Storm, 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 changing the trajectory of every battle. That's right. If you don't have Storm Protoss players, what are you doing with your life? You're not being like Bisu, that's for sure. Alright, Bisu looking very comfortable with +2 armor, +1 attack on his ground units. Sunken getting work done as always. Sunken getting serious work done as always. But buying time for these Lings to pop out. They don't have Adrenal yet because the Hive just finished. Mutas are fighting. The single Corsair getting some work done here. DT in the mix. Oh, the Overlords don't have speed yet either. Adrenal's on the way, but my gosh, Killer didn't even need Adrenal. Oop, another round of Zealots has shown up. 116 and 93 supply. Good snipe on the Obs. Beautiful snipe on that Obs. And yeah, he believes in the power of Sunkens at his bases. He believes in the power of having Adrenal. Maybe some Hydras at the southern base too. Like, I don't have a lot down here, but... Oh, that Sunken... Oh yeah, Sunken's gonna kill that Dragoon easily. And easily. Hey, look, Pneumatized Carapace on the way at 18 minutes from Killer. What a joker this guy is. Maybe Bisu wants to re-expand to this fourth at the 12 o'clock. It seems like that's something he would like to do. God, this DT in amongst these units is just like, this is great. This is the best day of my life. Overlord movement takes forever. Defiler Man on the way. So Killer's like, all right, fine. I'll get Spellcasters, as the DT is shutting down his attempt at the fifth base in the bottom right. Oh, that felt good for a minute. Renal Lings trying to snipe some High Templar, but nice Storm. Nice target firing there and shutting that down quite easily. But, once again, kind of keeping Bisu on this side of the map. It would have been better if this base wasn't dead. It really would. 3 kills on that DT, by the way. A fifth base would be fantastic for you, Killer. He's just not interested. He's not heading down bottom right at all. He's just running around with Lings, which have, let's guess, 0 attack. No, they got +1 attack. Hey, 1-1 Adrenal Lings. Yeah, cannons are no match. Pylons are no match. So maybe we should actually kill it, though. Run! And then slipping some units up here would be great, but Bisu's got it covered. He's covering it with a couple Archons, bringing his army back this way. Killer says, if you only have 4 cannons at this third base, that's bustable. Absolutely, at this stage of the game it is. Couple Archons not really going to stop us either, but the High Templar will. Ooh, pre-dodge there by Killer. Not easy to pull off the pre-dodge. Gotta throw that out there for sure. Fifth base left side. This Zealot is in the proximity of scouting. That's nice. 131 to 124 supply. Worker count is about even around 50. So, oh, these High Templar are going to have to storm themselves to try to stay alive. That was like 3 or 4 High Templar down for a handful of Lings. Fantastic trade from Killer, by the way. He has just been on point with this Ling harassment. Oh. Take it down. Archon. All of 16 HP on that Archon. Really should be dead, but got saved by his friends. Nice. Ooh, 2 Ob Snipes. Alright, cool. So Dark Swarm's available. Plague's almost done. Killer is now a lot scarier than he was about 3 or 4 minutes ago. Bisu knows that. Bisu's like, oh, am I going to tech into Reaver? Dark Swarm is up. Zealots are like, no, we don't actually care. But there are Adrenalings. Adrenalings, what did I say about that earlier in the cast? Adrenalings are great against Zealots. Even if Zealots have upgrades, they don't have any upgrades that allow them to compete with Adrenalings. So 5th base is rolling. Lurker's going to high ground it. Dark Swarm going to high ground it. Plague is done. More High Templar are getting produced here, but even supply. With all of the spells out here, too. This is a good game. 6th base now, bottom right, by Killer. He is adequately defending it this time, I think. Does he have any defilers with this? I don't know. Ooh, that was a terrible attack, but Plague! Ooh, sick Plague. Defiler pays for it by exploding, thanks to getting stabbed by Zealots. Another Plague! Oh, another Plague. I think only caught an Archon, but hey. Any Plague that catches something is worth something. Plagues that are entirely just whiffs are not good. Look at this Defiler. Bum, 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 bum. Consume, 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 consume. Let's go. Let's go, 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 go. Don't have to wait for that energy like High Templar do. That's the balance, right? High Templar, I mean, they do way more damage more quickly than Defilers do, but, and they can cast 3 storms on full energy, but they have to wait for their energy to rebuild. Ooh, supply block. Just catching a couple random Overlords out. Didn't really need that many Overlords out here. What are you doing, Lings? Ah, just bait for a Plague, pretty much. Dude, these Zealots. These Zealots are like, help. All of our HP. What do we do? But Killer, 56 drones. He's not quite at the 65 magical number, but I feel like he could get there if he wanted to pretty easily at this point. Wow, his DT's 18 kills. What the heck? What's he been doing? Catching, transferring drones, Lings, Hydras, something. Ling run-by's like, we can deal with this. We just want the High Templar, and they get him. Get 2 High Templar. This Ling, oh my gosh, he snipes the 3rd one. Oh, oh no. Oh, okay. What do we got here? We got Lurks. Oh, it's drops. Falcon, you know how Falcon feels about drops. He knew there are drops because of what happened over here. You know Falcon's positive feelings about drops and how good they are. It's 172 to 153 supply. 59 workers now for Killer. This might be a win over Bisu, which is not easy, but Bisu has taken the top right. He's at 5 bases. Is this a storm drop? It is. How did... I'm guessing they got shuttled up here. But then the shuttle got sniped. That was a weird drop. I think it killed like 3 drones. Drop in the main base. This seems a little bit more effective. Going after gateways, production facilities, always good targets in general. Zealots come in, storm on the Lurks. 1 gate does go down. Another gate explodes. Lings are just buying time. But the entire army came back to deal with this. I'd love to see some kind of a Ling counterattack somewhere. This base has no High Templar at it. I feel like sending anything to this 12 o'clock base would kill it. Like 4 to 5 to, well, okay, maybe more than 4 or 5 Lings, but 12 Lings would certainly do it. So they're kind of coming up this way, but they want to escort their Defiler too, and Defilers are dead slow. I think, yeah, it's the sound of Bisu destroying his own building so his fat Archons can get out of here. Dark Swarm, Killer standing and fighting. Storm up. Plague up. Defiler dies, but some good plagues get tossed down. That shuttle's got a High Templar on it, which is good. What a bloodbath this is turning into. So still 55 drones here. And just Killer has the larva and the money and the ability to get up to 65 workers, but yeah, I think maybe once this base comes in, he'll get there. Yeah, these Adrenalings are at 2-2, 3-2 for the ground units. Good snipe on the obs again. Bisu's been a little bit careless with the obs today. A bunch of them have gotten sniped by Hydralisks, and they really, really shouldn't. Should not have. This base is in a ton of trouble. There's ADT and a High Templar and cannons, which don't mean a whole lot, but I guess it's better than not having anything. But at this stage of the game, is it really? Can we not bring... There is an Overlord coming. There he is. Engagement in the middle, picking off reinforcements. Bisu does wipe that stuff out, but yeah. Oh, there is a High Templar here. Oh, but he just can't. Oh, well, maybe I don't know. This base is dead. That's what we're looking at. Bisu coming down. He's like, wow, this base is entirely mined out. Why? Oh, really? Why would you? Okay, I guess taking down some macro hatches. Plague up, storm up. Beautiful plague, beautiful storms. Both players doing whatever they can. Hydra's popping out of the Nidus. Storming the Nidus and just getting all of the Hydras as they come out of it. What a beautiful counterattack here from Bisu. This is kind of working out for him. Oh, Nidus dead. Nidus dead. It's gonna come. I mean, it's gonna come down to production here. The Zerg player just needs enough to hold, and I think he can win this game. But Archon's using the Dark Swarm to their advantage here. Units kind of trickling in from Killer. He's not really massing up at all, but this Sunken's getting some serious hits off. Yeah, Sunken doing damage. See, this is just the power of the Sunken colony. I don't know. I don't know if Bisu has enough. And even if he gets in here and kills this natural, I don't think that's enough. I think he needs to get in the main. And even then, I don't know. Oh, remember I said it like a handful of Lings coming up to this 12 o'clock base? Killer's like, yeah, you're right. You're right about that. But then the cannons cleared up the Lings because there weren't enough of them. Okay. Biller's Bisu. Bisu, Biller, I don't know, Brain, into the main base. More Hydras coming up this 12 o'clock. This is all the money. This is all the income that Bisu has. He just wiped out 2 defunct bases and is going home. That's not going to do it. He didn't even kill all this tech, although he did leave an Archon to try to do that. 24 kills, by the way. He's going to kill the spawning pool, which is hilarious. But this 12 o'clock base is dead. Bisu's got it tapped. He's done. It's 50 to 11 workers, 124 to 90 supply. Another Nexus dies. Yeah, Bisu, not enough storm in the world to win the game from this point, and he does GG out. Fantastic display of ZVP there from Killer. Gets the win against Bisu. The old guard, the best Protoss player, the most famous Protoss player in the history of Brood War, and Killer takes him down today. Very surprising. Thought Bisu had a nice, probably an advantage in this game just at the start, just because he is, more experienced. He's excellent. He's very good, but no Reavers, right? Those are the comments I'm going to get from Protoss that are like, how are you supposed to beat late game Zerg with no Reavers? Storm is good, but you need Reavers. It's a fair point. I mean, it is another example of a game where it's a full tier 3 Zerg and there's just no Reaver play. Just big chunks of Hydras get wiped out by Reavers. Lurkers hate Reavers. Lings hate Reavers. All of this stuff hates Reavers. Reavers don't care about Dark Swarm. You can hide them in shuttles so that Plague doesn't necessarily kill them. I love this Archon, by the way. He's had a great time, but not enough, dude. Not enough, unfortunately. So Yeah, I thought for sure Killer was going to get stuck on Hydro Lurker. Nope, didn't happen. He ended up losing this bottom right base. He lost his ninja, although he did have it for some time, so it wasn't a complete failure for him. I think this base got denied once, but he just, kept on trucking. Made another bottom right base and actually defended it this time, which is always nice. And he made use of the Sunkens. Made use of sunken colonies. Okay, not as much on the newer bases, but definitely on the second and the third base, which is where the early attacks from Protoss come. And it's so vital that you hold those. And he did. Invest in Sunkens today. 223,000 points to 225 in favor of Bisu. Doesn't always tell the story. Outproducing Bisu 8-3, getting outkilled 5-3. Yeah, just more units produced than he ended up losing. 41 buildings to 20 razed. And Killer outspending Bisu by about 11,000 resources in 28 minutes. It's enough, right? That'll do. It's not like the end of the world. It's not bad. It's not good. It's fine. It's fine for this long. So, GG. Like, well done. That was an absolutely fantastic showing from Killer there. Getting the win against somebody who's just... He's Bisu. That's all there is. But doesn't win every game, right? Right. All right, so that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.